some point we needed to address the titles, and we're gonna do it now because I know people were mad about some people were mad about the title because it was, I think it was like Paul Macbeth saves the DGPT, and
Oh,
it was we were thinking like, hey,
pretty great title.
we got 30,000 people to click on it.
You can say like the whole "don't judge a book by its title," but like, or the cover, but like, if you don't flash it up and give a reason for people to click on us, and it matches our personality too and what we are. We're not gonna say Nick Carl interview because we don't do interviews like everybody else.
No, in that whole thing, our voice wasn't even in it because
Yeah,
we've
like
always thought like it's not our story to tell, it's their story to
no.
tell. And however we can get their story told to the most disc golfers as possible is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, and it's very easy to say like, "Hey, if you just titled this, it would work." But when you're sitting there and you have to pay for gas and you're staring at like 500 views after 2 hours, you're going to change the goddamn title. I'm sorry. Like
You're gonna throw up a red
it,
arrow.
yeah. We did overdo the red arrow.
Hey,
for
we
a bit,
changed now.
but
That
it worked.
OG red arrow. If you look back at those
Yeah,
thumbnails,
yeah.
rest
That
in
was the thing.
peace.
I love how fans like came up to, "You're the red arrow guys."
But
I
also,
feel like we're the Costco guys type shit.
I would also love to see a thumbnail or a title that would be completely clickbait or whatever you want to make that is.
Yeah.
Sure, it's never misleading. Whatever we're talking about, we talk about. And I went back to look at all the damn titles because I wanted to make sure. And all the ones I scroll at, I would have trouble finding whichever ones would be a problem. So if you want to show those and you're really pissed off at it, let me know and I can let you know the reasoning. Especially when it comes to we just were titling it like drama from this event. In our heads, it was like, dope. We don't need to think about titles anymore. We have
Yeah.
found a title that 20,000 people. We were not being greedy anymore. I was like, cool. If we can title it this way, not pissing people off. And then by the fucking third time we did that,
And for us, and man,
it's
like,
wrong.
and as greedily as it sounds, like, and even when we say like, "Hey, we're getting funding off of this video, we're getting this," but what it really breaks down to is like what Jay said. We want the story to be told, and I'd rather have the story be told and viewed than like it just being lost. And like the amount of work that goes into it, you know what I mean? As much as yeah, Jay's saying like, sure. We went to the course, we showed up, we filmed some B-roll for about an hour and a half while they were getting ready, and then we set up a chair. As easy as that sounds, right?
Yeah.
It's still like we're trekking the course, we're filming this, we're getting B-roll, we're getting this, we're working questions in our heads, we're working in like how we're gonna process this. And again, then you throw the fact that we had a whole other interviewee just because they were there and we open that door, and then we have to think about that and engage on that, and like all the process of that, and the like legit cool story of Nick moving down there, Nick establishing that, building that up. I didn't want to lose it just because of a title that wouldn't work. And that's just silly. That's just bad business. Doesn't help Nick, doesn't help us, doesn't help disc
I
golf.
feel like you're discrediting the probably
Sure.
10 plus hours that went into a single video that was enjoyed by however many people to just be like, your title's bad. I hate it. It's like, but like, dude, look, like, enjoy what was being said in front of you. Like, if you're going to critique the content, cool. But the 6 words or 7 words in the title for 15 minutes of pure disc golf in your face, it's just silly.
For sure. Yeah, that or a video that would never have been done, but you're going to just trash it because of the title. The fact that we are able to make that and build on it.
And look at other disc golf
Yeah.
interviews on the internet that have those similar titles and show me, and I'm not to be like any type of way, but show me them that get consistently 20,000+ views. Even to go, like, this was stupid. Last week we posted the Casey White interview. It was awesome. Same sort of situation. I titled it How Casey White Became a Professional Disc Golfer. I woke up, it had 2,500 views. Like, I don't want to be selfish, but like to us, like I was like heart.
Those are
was
like red
broken.
alarms.
I was
yeah.
like, that was our worst video in months.
Yeah, yeah.
All I did was change the title to How Simon Lazat's Cameraman Became a Professional Disc Golfer. Changed the thumbnail, and now it has over 20,000 views just like that. Like that's proof. Like, and I can show you other times when we tried other titles, and then I was like, the videos were not performing well. So I changed it because why would I just sit there and watch it do bad?
Man, let's be real. Like disc golf's so young and still in its infant stage. why not try whatever gets views? You know what I mean? We mean, like, there's plenty of other content creators that get in the vise of people that don't actually play disc golf, and like to be able to trash their content or this or that, to just because you don't like it or you don't like an aspect of it, it doesn't make sense. Like, especially when you're possibly growing the sport, growing the views, growing the participation, everything along those lines. It like, it's just silly. And like, we're not doing anything, like, as much as we are, what we do here in disc golf world is different than everybody
Mhm.
else, right? And I understand everybody might not get our humor and everybody might not get our style. And hopefully you guys realize that we're not asshats.
I'm not a complete douchebag.
Yeah, like it's kind of a persona. It's kind of this, but like at the same rate, like I'd rather, this is done in every sport. This is aspects of what we do is being done in every sport, in every avenue, in every corner. And to be able to look down on it or negatively or say that we're too negative or this or that, you know what I mean? I'm not going to change your opinion.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. While others want to hear it. And like I said, the fact that we were there, was able to see them have video in our cut of them handing out paper copies,
Yeah.
right? Seeing that, showing aspects of that you would not have otherwise, to erase all that information, to erase all that work, to be like, yeah, I just don't like the title. You know what I mean? It's just silly.
Yeah.
Like, and
You wrote probably 3,500 words, and you're mad about the 6
yeah,
that we put in the title.
yeah.
It's like,
It's,
damn it.
I know. Yeah, man. It is what it is. But like, you know what I mean? And
I also,
we're kind of over it also
and
now.
I just want to say too, because it's so weird because you see it in the comments, and then it's like, damn, is this really a big problem? And my only thought process to do next is, all right, what's the like to dislike ratio? And when it's still, I just think about it as school. You know, I just graduated, so everything's fucking just school, man. I just look at it as a
You're
grade.
just trying to get that 90.
Yeah, as
that
long as I, dude,
90%.
in college, if I was getting anything a C, I'm taking a dub, you know? So when I'm seeing just 90s and plus, it's like, okay, this isn't a horrible problem. And when they were excessively bad, I was like, okay, I will no longer phrase it this way, or that's when we, because I think it was USDGC. It was, we were calling everything drama from whatever tournament, and then that tournament was like, stop doing this, and I was like, cool, I am done doing this. So moving forward, no longer will that be the blanket. I say that as today's video.
Man, I love that. I kind of love, every time I read those comments, I used to get annoyed, but now I get joy out of them.
Oh, it just bothers me.
I know. I kind of like, I'm like, whatever.
Not really,
bro.
but
Because part of me is like, hey, we're not going away and we're going to still do it. Because it works.
And we're
And like and if you guys don't argue that it works, like, check out our views. I stand on our views, like, compared to others. Like, people may not know our names in the respects of others that do content, just because they've been there longer, they're more established than this. View for view, guys, we're there. I'm sorry, and I'm not changing until that changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna. It is what it is. Like,
I can't wait to just come off super pretentious.
You think that's me coming?
No, not at all. Because it's like you're just saying what needs to be said.
Yeah, like yeah.
It's just like I said, like, it's so weird because we're just, at least me, I'm not the type of person to like say that. So now it's like we're about to put this on the internet, and it's like, damn. But I don't care. Like you said, like, it's when we kind of need to just be like, hey, we started from nothing. When we started coming into this season, we had, I forgot what I said. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers from this moment. And it's cool to look back and finally say some of these things, because we've sat in quiet and silence because we've always felt like, hey, it's not about us. It's about the disc golf. As long as we can get through the year, maybe we can tell our perspective on things later.
And man, I'm not gonna also lie. Like, we need to hear our perspective. I couldn't tell you how many fans have come up to us, and me and Jay always laugh at this. How many fans actually come up to us? I've been listening to you guys for years, years, and it's like, no, you haven't. Like, we've been doing this for a year and a half. Like, this is like, this was our first full entire season.
Unless you've been listening to Kirby's Disc Golf World, man.
Yeah,
you ain't seen
that. We've been doing cover, and nobody watched that.
That's what I'm saying. That's a deep cut.
Dondo. Like, yeah, Dondo's on that. But yeah, like, so like, that's what's funny to me is like, as much as like we hear it, we see it, and
Or
like
how many
having
times,
people come up to us and say that stuff, and it's
or
like,
it's like talk to us for so long saying how much their fans love us, and it's like, wait, you guys are uncle and nephew? It's like, yeah.
yeah. So as much as we beat up in the fact that we live in a minivan, we're uncle and it's purely because of what like the interactions that we have with our the fans that come up to us, and B, I think it's cool that we lived in a minivan
Dude,
tour.
awesome.